What is up? Welcome to the first ever Jobber and Jabroni show brought to you by Variety Sports Network. I'm the Jobber because I make people look good.
And I'm the jabroni because I know my role and shut my mouth
That you do. That you do.
sometimes. I feel like I would if the Rock was after me. I don't want to mess with that guy.
Yeah. So this is a brand new show that we are starting, and we decided to make it the 2022 Royal Rumble preview show.
2023.
I am still stuck in 2022, aren't I? I'm glad I didn't put that in the title. Anyways, 2023. Thank you.
So it's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Anyways, that being said, so Royal Rumble, best time of one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. I don't know about you, but it's coming up.
I mean, WrestleMania is always gonna be the big one, but like the surpriseness of the Rumble makes it exciting sometimes.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. So anything else you want to talk about before we get into the? We're going to do so. I guess we need to talk about what we're going to do here this episode. We're going to go through the match card, match by match, kind of storyline, what's been going on, and briefly give some predictions what we think might happen.
Yeah, or at least for me, anyways. I will warn you that I haven't really been keeping up with Raw and SmackDown, so I don't know all the storylines, but I will do my best to try to fill in what I think is going to happen with some of these matches.
Yeah. I'm likewise. I think this past Raw was the first one I really sat down to watch, and may have fallen asleep and had to finish the next day. But we wanted to do this show, so we are, going to make sure we are up to date on the goings on of at least Raw and SmackDown. I'm not going to guarantee NXT yet.
Yeah, or AEW.
Yeah. Even though I do love AEW, but let's just not stretch ourselves too thin right now.
Yeah, so small baby steps.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anything to add. I have the card pulled up right here. Like you said, if we just want to go down the list of the matches that are going on, and we can kind of talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, let's go for it. What we got first?
All right, so first is your Raw Women's Championship, and that is Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss.
I did see a little bit of their interaction on, actually, if you can call it interaction on Raw, it was mostly Charlotte and Bianca interacting, which Charlotte is a SmackDown wrestler, but they had to get everybody on the show for the big 30 years thing.
Yeah.
But the only Alexa Bliss thing was, I think she came on the video board afterward, or she was talking in the mirror, and she's got this whole trying to get away from her dark past, not let darkness come up again thing, get away from the whole Fiend Bray Wyatt of it all.
Yeah.
But
I don't really know a whole lot about this goings on. So I mean, I wish I had some more to add, but I really don't know what's going on with this storyline at the moment.
Yeah, and we will have more to say on these parts as we go forward and are watching week to week. But starting right now, this is what it is. But
sorry,
I really don't see. I don't see Bianca losing it here. Because as much as we've talked before, how I don't really care for Bianca Belair as a champion. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the whole stupid hair twirling.
It is stupid. It's very stupid.
other than that, like she's a great wrestler and super strong, but I don't see Alexa Bliss winning it here. It could be if anything, it'd be a DQ, but
Yeah.
The title's not changing.
No, I would put my money on Bianca Belair retaining here too.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is Bray Wyatt and LA Knight in a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, which, from what I understand, WWE still has not explained exactly what a Pitch Black match is. So, yay.
I hope it's actually something and not just cheap branded marketing gimmick, but which I'm afraid. Yeah. I hope I don't know what could a Pitch Black match be like. Just turn the lights off and just have them go at it, and the audience can see nothing.
Straight night vision, maybe. I don't know,
and I don't know. I don't know anything about this feud as far as what I read. A while ago before we started. Apparently, LA Knight's been kidnapped a few times and this and that, and he's blaming Bray Wyatt for it, who is declining any kind of and he's also, like Alexa Bliss, is trying to keep from going back to his dark ways.
Gotcha.
And then there's
sorry. Go ahead.
So then there's Uncle Howdy of it all.
Yeah, I just wish I knew more like what's supposed to happen with this match. Like, is it going to be like the what was the one that Undertaker or no Bray Wyatt Funhouse of Horror or whatever the Playhouse of Horror or some.
Yeah, it was the what was the name of that Funhouse? When he was the Fiend and he was doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Or
the match where Undertaker and AJ Styles had like it wasn't really a match. It was more like a can't think of what I'm looking for. Like a spectacle.
In the graveyard, the cemetery.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Those are fun. So it could be a pre-recorded thing, which would be fun. They did another one with Randy Orton and no, it was the New Day. The New Day were going to the Wyatt's compound, and that was a really cool thing, which I'm pretty sure they stole from TNA at the time when they did the Broken Matt Hardy and their whole thing.
Yeah. So I just wish I knew what was going on with this match or what this match even was to say more on it.
Yeah, and as far as prediction, I'm not even going to say a winner. I'm going to say Uncle Howdy interferes and it's a no contest or attacks Bray Wyatt or Uncle Howdy attacks one of them and it's pretty much a no decision.
Interesting. A lot of people actually think that LA Knight's going to win this match, so I guess I wouldn't be surprised if he wins, especially if he's been quote unquote kidnapped and stuff. So maybe this is his revenge. Kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised at your prediction. If Uncle Howdy's becoming this big old thing, then I'm sure that he'll get involved somehow in this match.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised.
Is Uncle Howdy Bo Dallas?
He looks a little too brawny to be Bo Dallas, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Drew McIntyre came back and he was like went from this kind of scrawny dude to just being built like a brick house. So who knows? Maybe Bo Dallas went and put on, 30 pounds of muscle. I don't know.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of a fun twist if it was Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
I think it's IRS. IRS going out of retirement. Called it.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably get some appreciation of it being Bo Dallas. I really would.
Yeah, and we probably won't even find out who it is Saturday.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh well.
So what's next?
We have the undisputed WWE Universal Championship between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens.
Is that the only? Are those the only other singles matches? Or
Yes.
no more? Wow. Okay. Well, I guess
Or
Rumbles
what's-
do take.
Yeah, I mean, what's announced by WWE? Who knows? I mean, they might add something at the Go Home SmackDown, but as for right now, this is all that's been announced for the show, other than the Rumble matches.
Gotcha. Well, I think this is by far going to be the best non-Rumble match of the card. I mean, it should be. It's the freaking championship. Yeah, I've just enjoyed all the stuff they've been doing with the Bloodline and Sami Zayn, and I haven't seen a ton of the feud between Kevin Owens and them. So I think we watched the War Games match at Survivor Series, and Kevin Owens was part of that. And I know Sami Zayn, that he was a big part of, like, Sami Zayn proving that he belonged, by helping them win and doing a low blow on Kevin Owens. But yeah, so I don't know what the beef is between Kevin Owens and Bloodline, or if it could just be the Sami Zayn of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least part of it has to be KO not appreciating Sami Zayn being part of that whole thing, but I don't know how deeper it goes in that.
Yeah, and I am interested to see what the final test of Sami Zayn at Royal Rumble, to see if he's loyal. Like, I can only assume it's well, we can talk about this because there is another possibility, but maybe he has to make sure, if he has an opportunity to help Roman Reigns win against his old pal, maybe that's. But I don't know. I think he'll come into play somehow, and the whole rest of the Bloodline will be involved in one way or another.
I'm sure.
But,
yeah, we'll get into some of our hypotheses when we start talking about the men's Royal Rumble match. But
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if part of this test is him having to prove or Sami Zayn having to prove his loyalty to Roman by helping him win this match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, so who wins this?
Roman. I think Roman makes it to WrestleMania still as undisputed champion.
Yeah, as long as he's had the belt, I don't see him dropping it at a non-WrestleMania event at this point.
Yeah, they've waited too long to have him drop it out of pay-per-view like the Royal Rumble.
But who knows? CM Punk held the belt for like 400 some odd days, and he lost it at Royal Rumble to The Rock. So,
and that's because they wanted to set up The Rock and Cena. That was the only reason for that.
Yeah, but I agree. No, he doesn't lose here. Roman Reigns, if he loses, it'll be at Mania.
Yeah. Next one will be the women's Rumble match.
So we obviously don't know who all is going to be in it. I mean, we can take guesses. We don't. Well, first of all, who do you think could make a surprise? Who would you like to see make a surprise return for the women's?
I don't know. I mean, I'm always for a Trish return. I'm always for a Lita return. I mean,
yeah, I feel like Lita's been in the past few Royal Rumbles though.
That's true. That's very true. But so I can't think of anybody past that I like. Man, I really kind of want to see them return. So like, it's really hard for me. Kelly. Give me Kelly. I don't know.
Yeah. Sable.
I'm good on Sable. I don't know. I was never like a big Sable fan, if I'm being honest. So
You're probably the only teenage boy in America that wasn't a Sable fan.
that's true. That's probably true. If I'm being honest, I actually prefer Tori Wilson, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know who I can see in it. There's always Beth Phoenix could show up again.
That seems to be a good one. That's one like. I'm trying to think like what era was she part of the PG era or was she part of the
Ruthless Aggression.
Ruthless Aggression. Okay, because I'm trying to sit here and think of which women wrestled in the Ruthless Aggression that I'm like, yeah, I really want to see them come back. I mean, Beth Phoenix is a good choice. Ivory, maybe. Ivory was a halfway decent worker, so I mean, I guess she'd be okay. So I don't know. I don't know.
Well, so who's some? Give me your top 4 or 3 or 4 people that could win this. That they could be the last remaining contestants.
Apparently Bailey has a lot going on right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bailey's in there a long time.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley is apparently a big pick to win this match altogether, so I would guess I'll put Rhea in there.
Yeah, she's my favorite to win.
Yeah. See, because Charlotte's the SmackDown champion, so I'm not even sure she's even going to be in this match.
Yeah,
isn't Becky Lynch the Raw champion? No.
Yes. It's Bianca.
Oh shoot, that's right. We just talked about this. See,
so Becky, I can see. I'll say Becky is in the final 4.
Yeah, as far as that's another thing is like I'm trying to think of like who is like really big in the women's scene right now. So as for 3, give me Rhea, Becky, and Bailey, and then my other person I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, Asuka maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like her time is kind of past. I think she won one of the Rumble. She may have won the first women's one. I don't remember.
But if Rhea's going to win, then Becky and Bailey are final 4, and they eliminate each other, and that keeps their feud going.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I just think Rhea Ripley is just such a good worker. She's believable as like this strong powerhouse of a women's competitor, and I think she could actually have believable matches against some of the men. They just got to get her away from Dominic. Like I just hate that.
I say you're just not a Dominic fan. That's what it is.
I mean, I like Judgment Day. It's just the whole Dominic and Monty and that.
Yeah,
I'm not into it.
It is a little on the odd side. So, but whatever. So okay. So who's your top 4 then that you can think of? Is it Rhea, Bailey, Becky, and Asuka, or do you see somebody else?
I definitely say the same 3 as Bailey, Rhea, Bailey, and Becky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, unless Charlotte decides to enter, and so she can win it and go and be the undisputed women's champion. And face.
That'd be a good storyline too. Yeah.
Bianca.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or is there a woman that this could be their push that they make last? I mean, they won't win, but looks really good. Like I don't know, Dakota Kai or something like that.
Yeah, I guess I could see part of damn it. Like if Bayless can be top or last 4, can't even talk. then I could see one of the other members of Damage Control being in there with her too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would obviously team up and get Becky out.
Yeah,
well, who knows? But
it's definitely gonna be interesting.
My final pick is Rhea Ripley wins. So.
Yeah. All right. And then, of course, the last one is the men's Rumble match.
Yes. So
I guess the big one for this one is the announcement that The Rock is supposedly not going to be at the show, even though that was, a lot of people thought that he was going to come in and possibly win and challenge Roman at WrestleMania, but apparently he has decided that he probably won't be in ring shape enough to come back. So he is supposedly not going to be there.
Yeah, but he could it's wrestling. They could be BSing us. Like,
I know. I don't fully believe it. I'm just saying that as of now, that's the big news coming out of or for this match specifically.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just assume Rock isn't there. They've already announced Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Which
I wish they wouldn't have.
I hate that when they announced that. Let it be a surprise, but it is what it is. So, say the favorites to win the thing. Well, I think Cody Rhodes is probably the favorite to win it right now.
Definitely.
If you look at the Vegas, which I don't really take much stock in betting favorites because it's scripted.
Yeah, it's true. So, we were talking about it. There's also a chance that the Rumble match is Sami Zayn's final test. So he is supposed to win it, so Roman doesn't have to face anybody at WrestleMania and put his championship on the line. So it'd be interesting if they went that route.
Yeah, and I would prefer that route instead of Cody winning. Or maybe Sammy just has to maybe help Solo Sikoa or one of the Usos win or something.
Yeah.
Just one. But maybe he has the opportunity, but then he decides to win it himself.
Yeah.
And so Roman's like, okay, so I don't have to have a match because you're not going to challenge me. But then Sammy ends up going for it, challenging Roman.
Well, kind of like Batista back in early 2000s when he won the Rumble match and was still part of Evolution, and Triple H did everything in his power to keep him from challenging him, and he ended up challenging him anyways. So it'd be interesting to see that storyline pop up again. Like I think it would be a perfect conclusion to this whole tribal thing with Roman and Sami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what else would be fun? I think maybe you don't think it's that fun, but having a double winner this year, since Roman holds both the championships, is having a double winner, and he has to defend both championships night 1 and night 2 at WrestleMania.
What year was it? Was it Luger and Bret Hart did that?
Yeah, and then Batista and John Cena, the year that Vince tore his quads, was a double elimination.
Yeah. Going back to that.
You've seen it twice, so it's due. It's due again. I'm just saying. I don't think they'll go that route, but it would be kind of interesting to see a double winner, and then Roman have to defend both titles both nights of WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's possible, but okay. So, any potential surprises in this one? Take the Rock out of it.
Maybe. I mean, Cena came back not too long ago to wrestle. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in the Rumble. Maybe shows up at the Rumble. As far as like older legends, I have no idea. I really don't. Maybe Stone Cold comes out and stunners a few people. That'd be fantastic. Possibly.
Yeah, it is in Texas, so
it's true. It's true. Very true.
I wasn't even thinking about that. So, what I would love to see is, even though he's still under contract, I'm pretty sure he's still under contract with AEW, is the return of. I would lose it so much.
Tony Khan probably would lose it too.
Yeah.
He's already not too happy with Punk. So can you imagine Punk just showing up to Rumble? That fallout.
Yeah.
Make for a fun time though.
He'd have to win, wouldn't he? Like, well, I guess but
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's stop talking about stuff that's definitely not going to happen. No.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Like I said, anybody's liable to show up. You know, we can get any of the people that was on Raw is 30. Like, take your Godfather or any of the DX guys could decide to show up.
That's true. That's very true. Maybe Taker comes back for one more match.
One more final match.
One more final match.
Final match to end all final matches.
Yeah, exactly.
The end of era part 2.
Well, sure.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So, this being, well, I mean, like you said, we watched Survivor Series mainly because War Games is going on. But if you had to give a rating 1 to 10 of how excited you are to watch the Rumble this year, how excited are you?
I'm going to say, so just because it's the Royal Rumble, it automatically starts at like a 7 at least.
Yeah.
I'll go an 8, I think. And
the
only reason it's not higher is because I haven't been watching regularly like I had in the past.
I get that.
Actually, I'll go 8.5. I'll give the 0.5 because I really have no clue who's going to win. Like, and I usually, I feel like when I have been watching, I kind of know who is going to win. Like, you can kind of tell. Or narrow it down to like 2 guys. But this one, I have no clue.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, I'd give it an 8. I would give it an 8. Like you said, like it. I don't want to get too excited, even though, like you mentioned, you know, there's no telling what's going to happen at this pay-per-view. But I know how much WWE has bit me in the butt recently. So I can't get myself too excited. So I'm going to give it an 8. I'm quite excited. It doesn't help the fact that we're actually going to have a watch party this year, which is going to make it even more fun.
Yeah. First one we've done. Well, actually, I haven't had anybody over to watch the Rumble in a few years now. So this will be our first watch party. So
you had us a couple years ago.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had like a proper like party, like multiple, like 4 or 5, 6 people, you know, over. So,
I got it,
so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
But final predictions. Who's the final guys in the ring for the men's?
It's definitely gonna be Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sami Zayn makes it all the way to the end. I feel like it's definitely got to be at least one of the bloodline. Which one? I don't know. Maybe they give it to Solo Sikoa. I don't know if he's at that point yet, though. Mm-hmm. So, if not, then give it to. Which one is the one that didn't? Which issue is the one that didn't trust Sami? Is that Jimmy?
Yeah.
So if it isn't Solo, then give me Jimmy, and then maybe one more random person. So like Drew McIntyre or AJ Styles or something.
So I'm gonna say Cody and Sami. One of Bloodline, and then the 4th. I'm gonna say somebody like either like a Finn Balor or you know what? No, not Finn Balor. Let's say the fourth and the final four will be. You get Walter or
Okay.
Gunther. Sorry,
Gunther.
Walter. NXT.
Gunther.
So I was thinking like one of the mid card champions, so Austin Theory or Gunther. So
I could definitely see Gunther over Austin Theory.
yeah. So and he could be a surprise, like, ooh, could he win? Yeah. So
Yeah, I can see that. Even though I can
And
see
then-
Finn Balor now to mention it too, since Judgment Day and Bloodline have something going on right now.
yeah, and what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. But as much as I want Sammy to win, what I think will happen is Cody Rhodes wins.
Yeah, WWE is going to go the obvious pick, probably. Yeah, whatever. All right. Anything else you need to add?
No. Hope you know you enjoyed doing our first Royal Rumble preview. I know it was a little rough around the edges, but we'll only get better as we do these, and we'll have more to come.
Yeah, trust us when we say that our knowledge will only grow in these matters as these weeks go on. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
all right. Well, guess we'll catch everybody later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.